Moises Caicedo signed for Liverpool midfield after Jurgen Klopp transfers. Imagine for a second that you could draw up an ideal Liverpool midfield scenario at the end of this summer with a blank canvas to play with. Financial constraints come into the equation, but with so many midfield options having already left Anfield, and perhaps a couple more to go, that is not far off being the position that Jurgen Klopp and Jogi find themselves in. Alexis McAllister and Dominic have both arrived, but if Liverpool were to lose Fabinho and Jordan Henderson, in addition to James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, and Asa Mel, that would be a monumental transition. Then there is a speculation surrounding a possible exit of Thiago Alcantara via Belgium journalist Sancha Trevilla. Curtis Jones missed more of last season than he played in. Stefan Benjestic is only 18 and had a season-ending injury, and Taylor Martin has just returned from a season-long loan with Blackburn. That is as close to a midfield department being burned down to the ground and rebuilt from scratch as you can get. While in some respects, the move would be exciting, in others, it would leave plenty of room for fears that it represented too much all at once. From this point, though, what does Liverpool need? It depends almost entirely on the decisions of Henderson and Fabinho. With what comes next impossible to predict. If even just one of the pair was to go, Liverpool would need to sign an experienced replacement. Bringing in the 19-year-old former Manchester City man Romeo Lavia, for example, would be a gamble to succeed someone of that caliber straight away. If both were to leave, that would leave a big gap to fill in one summer, especially when Liverpool has already lost its vice-captain in Milner. Around the dressing room, leadership is vital. For that reason, and also because The Athletic reports that Saudi Arabian club would pay an inflated fee of £52 million to £40 million to £47 million for the 29-year-old Brazilian. The ideal scenario would be to cash in on Fabinho but keep Henderson. If you enjoy the way Liverpool could generate funds to buy an upgraded player in that position without losing its captain and avoid doing all the changes at once, all is one goal. Liverpool is unlikely to get an offer of £52 million plus for Fabinho in the future. So, taking that now could add up from an economic perspective, but only if there is a suitable replacement available and attainable for within a budget fee. From here, the ideal scenario would be that an elite option became available. That could be Moises Caicedo, who TalkSport reports could become a possibility if Fabinho leaves. or Aurelian Tchouameni, who Defensa Central reported this week was a realistic option for the Reds, as Real Madrid seeks to find enough money to sign Kylian Mbappe. Liverpool could potentially use the funds Fabinho generates to snap one of them. Caicedo or Tchouameni would cost at least double what Fabinho could be sold for, each with a price tag of around £105 million to £80 million stroke £93 million. But that way, it would not be left to an inexperienced option to replace those players, while the opportunity to partially cash in would also be taken. There are plenty of moving parts and plenty of big discussions to be made, but Liverpool has to get the balance right. Reports have surfaced that Liverpool are considering a late move for Moises Caicedo, but those look to be untrue. Fabrizio Romano reiterates that Chelsea is the only club actively pursuing the Brighton midfielder, and additionally is the only club to reach personal terms with the player. For Chelsea fans, the process has felt really dragged out. Romano states that despite the slow progress, there still is some progress towards a deal being completed. All signs point to Moises Caicedo eventually becoming a Chelsea player, and there is little reason to believe Liverpool could hijack the deal. Today's Liverpool transfer news features a denial of Caicedo links, Liverpool being likely to accept Liverpool is likely to accept Saudi Arabian's Fabinho bid, and the club going all in on Romeo Lavio.